Alright, so today Tyson Fury and Oleksandr Usyk have been having a few back and forth somewhat on Twitter and Instagram. Now, it all started today, earlier on today, when Tyson Fury on Instagram uploaded a picture of him and Oleksandr Usyk. He obviously added Oleksandr Usyk. I will quote him. I'm going to insert certain words here where there are words that will get this video, obviously. Well, YouTube won't like that. So he says, can't wait to KO this little rat. B starts with a B and ends with a D. Cowardly, yellow, ugly, buggied, bum. At Oleksandr Usyk. Keep running, rabbit. I've heard nothing from your team or anyone else. I'm ready any time. This is from the guy who preaches mental health awareness and yet calls Usyk a little rat, something cowardly, ugly, and a rabbit. Right. Anyway, he has said that boxing has gone to something since he's last fought. He wanted to get back out in the ring. And interestingly enough, two people have come forward to accept Tyson Fury's challenge. One of them is Michael Hunter. Be an interesting fight that favour Fury. The other one, Frank Sanchez, who is highly ranked by the WBC. I would love to see that fight. It's a massive risk for Tyson Fury because Frank Sanchez is good. Don't underestimate Sanchez at your peril. He's also gone, and I don't know where this comes from. Well, I know Joe Rogan made a few comments about his dad, but he's called, again, I'm not going to say, he says he's called Joe Rogan a little cat, different word for cat, and a effing balding-headed midget after the recent comments he made about Fury and John Jones. I seen someone in the Element group actually say that he reckons that Fury made that video in the hope that John Jones bites and maybe actually they can have a bit of back and forth because God forbid, God only knows. Francis Ngannou also chived in on it now, and Zhilei Zhang as well. So a few people made that because a few people, said, Tyson Fury's making a call out, right? I'll accept that challenge. So you've a few names there: Zhilei Zhang, Bakoli, Hunter, Sanchez, and Ngannou. Bakoli interesting, Hunter interesting, very interesting with Sanchez and Zhang. Ngannou not so much. But Oleksandr Usyk, who chived in as well, and he said, "Greedy belly, we'll see you soon," and put a picture. I might even pop it up on screen. Fury fires back and says Usyk is a cowardly something house and insists he'll annihilate him in an easy fight. He also goes on to say to Francis Ngannou, "I'm your daddy, sign the contract, you big stiff idiot." Is there even a contract? I mean, has he let something slip there about Ngannou? That I do not know. In terms of the Usyk comment, if it's so easy, why keep moving the goalposts? Just saying. This has been an eventful one. So then, Krasuk chimes in and he says he does his best impression of Master Yoda by the things of here in The Phantom Menace. Greed leads to poverty, lies lead to loneliness, arrogance leads to disrespect, mental health problems come as a result, enjoy the karma, God bless you. As I said, sounded like Master Yoda there in The Phantom Menace. Fear leads to anger, anger leads to hate, hate leads to suffering. Okay, well, that was interesting. So, eventful day from both parties. Oleksandr Usyk also posted a picture of Fury on his own Instagram feed, calling Fury Gypsy Queen. I am hoping this is all just a bit of, front. Hoping to get people talking about it, get eyes on both Fury and on Usyk. Because we're obviously hearing from Eddie Hearn that, I actually heard a few rumours now, just rumours. And from the rumours I've heard them from, I take it with a pinch of salt, but the rumour I'm hearing is that Deontay Wilder has accepted his terms for Anthony Joshua. Again, rumours at the minute, nothing confirmed, but I have heard that from a few different sources. Again, I wouldn't exactly, their record is a bit, but the fact of the matter is, the fact that there's talk of it, right, and the fact that Fury is back calling out Oleksandr Usyk is now biting, and he's having a go with Fury, Krasuk's getting involved. I wonder, is a part of this a bit of PR? Is a part of this a bit of marketing? Or is Tyson Fury serious? Because judging by some of the comments I've seen on the posts he's been making, the fans are sick of it. The majority, It amazes me how I still have these idiots in the comment. They're idiots, they're just idiots, right? Who keep on insinuating that I hate Tyson Fury, despite the fact all I'm doing is calling out his nonsense. All I've been doing is pointing out the facts that he's done everything in his power to swerve this Oleksandr Usyk fight. Do I doubt that he will take it if the right money is presented? Of course, he probably will take it if the right money is presented. But the fact of the matter is, this is a guy who, says he's a fighting man, that he'll fight anybody, with the inverted commas, very small, for the right price. He's a guy who says he's a man of the people. In spite the fact that he would charge 27 quid for a pay-per-view against someone who is completely washed up. He's a man of the people who doesn't like it when people ask him difficult questions, as True Geordie, shout out to him, has proven. And yet somehow, for pointing all that out and just addressing it and not giving Fury a pass and enabling him like Isaac Lowe, the guy who can barely spell his own name, somehow that makes me a hater. Amazing. Anyway, this is the stuff that's been happening today. Again, I hope this is all kind of marketing stuff, PR kind of stuff, because it's a way kind of to get people talking about this again. It's kind of dropped off. Obviously, the main talking point kind of going into the month of April was, are we going to get it at the end of April? We obviously didn't. There's talk if it happened in December on this big blockbuster card, it's going to have Wilder versus Joshua on the same night, probably on the same card. Are they trying to get eyes on the fight now? We're hearing Daniel Dubois is also, maybe not going to go ahead right now with the mandatory, in which case that would free up Oleksandr Usyk. Would the IBF still let Daniel Dubois go ahead in terms of his WBA? They have their IBF with Hrgovic. Would all parties just agree and just say, we're going to fight in December, end of? Usyk be out of the ring over a year, Fury be out of the ring, well, probably a year, maybe a little bit over a year. Let's have this in December. Crazy amount of money in Saudi Arabia. I'm hoping that's what happens, as I've said before. I just want to see this fight get over the line. It's been interesting seeing the back and forth today. And, Fury making that call out and people coming and saying, well, we'll fight you, Zhang, Bacoli, Hunter, Sanchez, all right, Ngannou, but let's put him to one side. The other four, very interesting. Do you care at this point? Is it all just kind of, how would I describe it? Is it all just kind of getting old in one sense? To me it is kind of, but when I see the back and forth, I just want to talk about it, give my 2 cents and chive in. But for me it is, the whole Fury shtick, for want of a better word, where, he's calling everyone an S-house and saying this, that and the other, and I'll do this. Again, the people who are still falling for that, Jesus, these are the people, I'm not going to go there, but, those people, the people who have no affiliation with Fury, have never met him in his life. Probably he wouldn't know it from Billy the Jack, but somehow they just, I don't know what it is. They're living, as Jake Paul actually said about John Fury, maybe they're living vicariously through him. I don't know. It's just a weird one. But are you sick of this? Because in one sense, like, I get why he's doing it, just to keep himself out there, stay relevant and stuff like that, try and mislead people, for want of a better word. Most people know now, especially after the way the Fury-Usyk situation went going into April, that Team Fury are moving the goalposts every single chance they got. Well, we know that. We knew that. So I don't think people are buying it in that regard, but is he just trying to get... And is Usyk trying to do the same? Is Usyk biting and going back and forth with Tyson Fury as his crash up, knowing that there's a fight coming up possibly in December, and right, let's get beef going, let's get eyes on this? Possibly. Just reporting on this now. Let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. As I've always said, right, I would favour Fury over Usyk, but I want to see the fight nonetheless. I want undisputed. As I've always said, my preference is undisputed for all the divisions. The best undisputed fight in boxing, in my opinion, is actually Spence Crawford. This is second best. Well, actually, no. Realistically, probably third best, actually, behind Beterbiev Bivol. But we're never going to get that fight. I mean, I'm a glass half full kind of guy, but we're never going to get that fight. It's just the boxing establishment, for whatever reason, they don't want that fight. I don't know why. But we're never going to get that fight. I've kind of resigned myself to that. We can still get this, though. We can still get this, and both guys are still in their prime. Let's get it on. December. I hope and pray we get this fight. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Smash the like button if you could. Hit subscribe if you haven't already. For now, lads and lassies, I'll talk to you. Peace.